We're looking at how we can connect a proxy through a. There are 6 ways actually you can connect your proxy on Android, or 6 ways at the moment. But we're looking at just one in this video, and that method is what we call the super proxy. Now, you may not know what the super proxy app looks like. This is what the super proxy app looks like. That blue app that has arrows facing either ways. It's called the super proxy app. And now connecting your proxy on super proxy is very, very, very easy. Okay, just follow through on the steps I'm going to give you. Now, so first of all, before you connect to the super proxy, you can go ahead to download it. Let's go to our Play Store. For those that don't know what Play Store is, just scroll down. It is letter P on your phone. Now you can see this stuff here. This one that looks like arrow here. That should be your Play Store. Yes, that should be your Play Store on Android. So we'll open it up, and then we'll go to our search bar, search, and we'll type super proxy. Look at it, super proxy, the first option. Now look at the app here. So I can just say, let me just update mine. Let me just update mine. Okay, now you can see this is super proxy. You just tap on it, it will install. Okay, and now once you're done installing it, we are going to go to set it up. Okay, mind you, super proxy is not the proxy itself. Super proxy is an app. Okay, the proxy login details is not super proxy. The proxy login details can be used on 6 different apps or 6 different methods on Android, or even more. But at the moment, 6 that I'm very sure of that works fine. It can be used on 6 different methods. Okay, so this particular super proxy works on almost every phone. For those using Redmi or Samsung, you may have one or two issues, but it pretty works very well on every Android phone. Okay, now, so once you have downloaded the super proxy on your phone, just like you are having seen on my phone, you're going to tap on the super proxy app. It will open up. Now you can see that I have different proxies. Some of them were my teams, some of them were proxies of people I paired, and they complained that they had one or two network issues. I had to log in to resolve it for them. And other ones are the ones that, like, this first one is mine, this one is mine, uh, this one is mine, this is mine, and a few other proxies. Okay, these ones are belonging to my students and all that. Okay, now, so once you get open, or once you open your super proxy, your app will be blank. I don't want to clear mine, so I don't have to start resetting it all over again. But once you open your own, everything, there'll be nothing here. Everything will be blank. You will only have this thing. The only thing you're going to have is this add proxy, buy proxy, and every other thing at the down part. Okay, but you see all these things, you're not going to see them on your app. They will not be there. Okay, good. Now, like I told you, super proxy is just an app that connects your proxy. It is not the proxy itself. The proxy itself has to be purchased from a particular vendor, and then it will be given to you. So once you buy the proxy, you'll be given a message on WhatsApp that contains your proxy login details. Now, so let me show you what your proxy login details look like. Now, it can be, the messages can be longer, it can be shorter. This is the proxy login details, although it's multiplied into 3 places. So the messages can be longer, it can be shorter, but it must have 4 important things. Number one, it must have server. Number two, it will have a port number. Number three, it must have a username. And number four, it will have a password. Now, for those that are happy that, wow, they found the free login details and all that, mind you, this proxy is 2 hours, is a 2 hours proxy login. So probably by the time you are watching this video, this particular proxy login details would have expired. So there's no point trying to set it up. Okay, it will not work because it would have expired by then. Okay, very good. So having said that, you're going to get a proxy login details that's going to have server, port, username, and password. Now, the server can be letters, like maybe let me just say uh, www.aininpounds.com. That can be the server. The server can also be numbers. It can be anything. Anything that they put for you in the server, all you just need to do is to copy it out, and you type in your in the respective areas on the super proxy app. Now, the port number can be one number. The port number can be a range of numbers. It can be from one particular number to a particular number, all the numbers within that range. It can be from 1 to 10, for instance. Let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. It can be a range. It can be one number, depending on the kind of proxy. And then you have the username and the password. Okay. Now, in some cases where the password are different kind of letters, you have capital letter S, small letter Y, capital letter B, half at sign, question mark, percentage, capital letter W. When you have those kind of things where it is not, it's just looking, it's like it's not a particular statement or sentence, I will best advise you, you will copy it, to copy it out and paste it. But if it's in a kind of thing like where you, it is a particular spelling that is easy for you to type, you can then go ahead and do that. And one other thing you should notice, that when you're copying the password and the username, it's important to note that it is case sensitive. When I mean it is case sensitive, it means that if they put capital letter T, you go and put small letter t, it will not work. If they put capital letter Y, you put small letter y, it will not work. If they put small letter B, you put capital letter B, instead of them are the same thing, it will not work. So the password and the username are case sensitive. Okay, very good. Now, having said that, now this is our login details. We are going to copy it, and then I'm going to show you how to make it very easy for yourself. Then go to the message and paste it. Now, as it is like this, now you can copy it one after the other. Now, this is what I mean. First things, we are going to copy the server, and we're going to copy. Now I've copied the server. Now let us minimize and go back to our super proxy. Good. Now the first thing you want to do is to what? Add proxy. You see this thing I typed here, right? This place here, add proxy. You select add proxy. Now once you add proxy, you can give it any profile name, okay? You can call it whatever you want to call it. So I can do proxy setup. You must not type proxy setup in your own. No. Type anything you want to call. Just type it. Proxy setup. You can, if you decide to type proxy setup too, that is no problem. But advise you give it any unique name. You can give it your name, Pelumi, Ifani, Hassan, whatever name that comes to your mind. Okay, good. Now always leave this thing to be on socks 5. Always leave it to be on socks 5. Unless the person that set up the proxy told you to use otherwise, always leave it on socks 5. Now this server here, I will come here and paste the server I copied. Remember I said the servers can be letter, it can be number, it can be anything. Anything that they put for you in the server, just copy it and do what? And paste. So I'm going to paste this server. Mind you, this server is not an IP address. Oh. It is just a server that you will get your IP address from. It is not the IP address itself. Now, once you paste it on super proxy, why I like super proxy and always advise people to use super proxy, because if you are making mistake, they will tell you from beginning that you are making mistake. It's not like the other method that is in the course of setting proxy. It will confuse you. If you are making mistake, you will know you are making mistake until you try to connect. But super proxy will tell you from beginning that you are making mistake. Okay, good. Now the next thing to do is to copy our port number. Okay, you can copy, you can type, but I strongly advise you do what? You copy, just so you don't make what? Mistakes. So I've copied the port number, I minimize, I go back, and I do what? And I paste the port number. And now it's going to indicate. Now if it does not indicate good, it means there's a problem. Now you see it is marking good, right? Good. The next thing now is this place they put authentication required. I will select username slash password. Okay, now I will go back and copy the username. The username and the password is the same thing in this case. Please, in your own it may not be the same. Oh, don't go and copy what is in the course. This thing is just an illustration. Okay, this is just an example. Copy the login details they gave you in your chat, the one that was sent to you. That is what you should copy. Don't copy the ones that is in this video. It will not work for you. Copy what they gave you in your course. I mean, not in your course, in your logins. Copy what they gave to you. I'm just giving you this as an explanation. So when I come to username, I'm going to paste. And then when I come to password, I will long press on it too. I will paste because they are the same thing. Now you see, both of them must indicate good to show that it is working fine. Now the last thing here is what they call the DNS resolution. Now this DNS resolution, it is important you always ask questions. Okay, sometimes depending on the kind of proxy, they will tell you the best DNS resolution to use. Now for the proxy I'm using, the best DNS resolution is what? To leave it on proxy. Now there are other proxies you will want to use. The best DNS resolution is what? Google. Some other ones is what? Cloudflare. Some other ones you will need to customize it. Okay, so when you buy a proxy and you want to set it up, ask the coach, please, which of the DNS resolution are we using? Okay, it will most always be depending on the one they want, the one they gave to you. Sometimes it is proxy, sometimes it is Google DNS, sometimes it is Cloudflare. That is if you are using super proxy. Okay, now once you have been able to do this, you then do what? You press that arrow button, that button on top, save, and then you do what? You select start. It's going to load by itself. Now you see it has changed from green to red. It is now counting at the top here. So as it's counting at the top here, it means that your VPN is counting. So this is how many hours to read. It is now counting at the top here. So as it's counting at the top here, it means that your VPN is counting. So this is how many hours your VPN has been connected. So your VPN is on. Your proxy is on rather. Now at this point, it is a proxy, but it is acting like a what? A VPN. Now if you are on it for the very first time, it's going to ask you whether you want to permit it to on. You just permit it and say okay, and it's going to on. Okay. Now so at this point, you can see that the proxy is running fine. Now for us to tell that the proxy is running fine, we are going to go to our browser. Let me pick any browser. I always advise you use your default browser. Let me use Chrome. I always advise you use your default browser to do your in-depth analysis. Okay. Now I always advise you use your default browser to do your in-depth analysis. So the first things you want to check is what? Hoar.net, WHOAR.net. So you could see, okay, let us allow it load. Continue to site. If it shows you something like this, you just select continue to site. Now you can see that we are now connected. So let us allow it to load. I will not do in-depth analysis in this video. I'm only going to show you how to connect your proxy. So if you want to do in-depth analysis, just go and watch the in-depth analysis video in the course. And that is that. So you can see we are connected to the UK. We have 100%. If you're having 90%, it means that that it is possibly meaning that your time zone is not correct. So you have to make sure that your time zone matches the country you are connected to. Okay. So once you have been able to do this, it means that your proxy has been successfully what? Connected. Okay. Very good. So once you've been able to check up your in-depth analysis and all that, you can start taking your surveys and all that. Now, what I always want you to do is, if your phone has it, if your phone does not have it, please don't bother yourself. Okay, just work with what your phone has. But if your phone has it, there are some people's phone, once you minimize it like this, no, not this is not what I'm looking at. Once you minimize it like this, it goes to your app history. You can lock your proxy app. Okay, not everybody's phone have it. If your phone don't have it, don't panic. You can't do anything to change it. Just work with what you have. But if your phone has it, I would advise you to go to your app history and lock. This is unlocked now. Lock this. So once you clear your browser or you clear your app history, everything does not clear up. It is still there, so you can open it at any time. Okay, good. Then always go to your settings. Go to your settings. Where is it? Go to your settings. Let me search for settings. Now go to your settings and then open up on your settings, go to the search bar and search for VPN. Once you search for VPN, you're going to see this place, this particular one here, not the individual app, this particular one here. Select it, and then once you select it, this super proxy, go to the go to not the super proxy itself. This place you are seeing VPN, just select it, and then this place you are seeing super proxy. There's this thing by the side here. Select this thing and then select it to always on and then block connection without VPN. Once you do that, they will actually require VPN connection, whatever. You just let turn on. Once you've been able to do this, it means that even if by mistake your super proxy gets disconnected, you will not get thrown out of the network. Okay, or if anything disconnect your internet, you will not connect your phone will not connect to the internet or leak your IP address until you have been successfully connected back through the super proxy. It is very important, especially if you're taking surveys. Now, when you are done with taking surveys, you come back here again, you turn this off, and everything goes off. Then you go back to your super proxy, and then once you finish taking your surveys, you are done for the day. You just select stop, and everything stops. Okay, so this is how you start. You use your super proxy and you stop it when you are done, and then you can close your proxy app. Okay, very good. So that is how you work and set up super proxy.